In this video, we're going to be covering a few spaceship models that are based from Earth. I am going to start off with this is only the first video in a series of videos that are going to be coming out. We are going to base this on the Falcon series of the SpaceX ships. I know I've always been inspired by Elon Musk, so yeah, we are going to cover that in this video. Go to Neon Core. We're gonna go to the Taio Astroneering site. Um, Once you're here, just go straight to the Ryujin headquarters, which is right here. And yeah, once you're here, go to the elevator. Go to Taio Astroneering, and go talk to Veronica Young. I'd like to view and modify my ships. Delete the ship. And then we're going to start off with adding the cockpit. We're going to go with all of the best components available to us today. So the Himeji command bridge it is. Below that, we're going to add the landing bay, the ship bed 200 landing bay, like that. To this, we're going to add a 2x1 habitat, the 2x1 top A. We're going to add a control station. Right below that, we're going to do a bottom A. Oh. We're going to add our captain's quarters there. That. And then on the top, we're going to add a bunch of top A components again. Habitats again. Top A workshop and science labs right behind each other. Like that. And a living quarters as well. There we go. Once all of that is done, we're gonna add our grab drive right here. I'm sorry, our cargo right here, and then our grab drive after that. Um, Quite a few options in cargo, but I like to go with one 2030 and one 2010. I'm sorry, 2000. That's gonna give us over 1700, 1800 cargo up to, and yeah, since this is a Class A ship and we are constrained by the shape and size of this all, this is basically gonna be it. And we are gonna add our grav drive. The R4000 is the best one in Class A. And then a reactor. I am also gonna be doing the Class B build on this right after I'm done with the Class A build. So stick around if you want to build a Class B ship instead. Class C again is gonna add too much bulk to this, so I don't want to go with that build at all. These are the ones we are sticking to. The Spheromac DC202 is the best reactor for Class A, and then right behind that we're gonna add two fuel tanks as well. There we go. That and one more right behind it, like that. And behind here we're gonna add a structural, the Taio cowling. Right behind that we're gonna add Taio spines, and then connect that till it comes out to the end. We're gonna need three engines, so that's the reason we're adding all of this. um the engines are the White Dwarf 3030. You can go with any of these, but yeah, but for any of these you're gonna require rank 1. There's really not any options you can go with for this build without rank 1 at least, so yeah, you need to have at least that. I'm gonna add all three engines right next to each other like that. There we go. Then we're gonna add our landing gear. Um, the pinpoint 3G landing gear should do perfectly here. There's three types of this too. The one that goes in the front, the parts that go in the middle like that, and one that can go in the end, aft, yeah, and like that. And then just duplicate those to the other side and flip them like that. Flip them like that. Now is how our ship is gonna look. We have 6 weapon slots on these, but we need 2 more. But before that, we're gonna add our docker and our shield. The best shield is the 60S protector, so I'm gonna add that. You can add whatever is available to you there. And here is where we're gonna do the equipment plates. We just need 2 of them, like that. Now we can start adding our weapons. I am gonna go with the proton beams, the PB50 auto proton beams, and the Sukisasu 19K missile launchers as well. And then I'm gonna copy those like that. And our proton beams as well. Like that. We're gonna add our suppressors here, which are necessary if you want to be able to board ships before you destroy them. On both sides like that, and we are done. All that's left is to allocate all of the weapons, and yeah, our build is over. The proton beams are going to go for W0, which is the left click, W1 for the missile launchers, which is the right click, and a W2 for the suppressor, which is G on your keyboard. Yeah, and let's color this up, name it Falcon, and we're done. J, go to saturation, reduce it to the whiter end to get that nice gray, and then color it according to your whatever you think is the right gray for you. And then the other two can be black to give it that nice kind of contrast there. And yeah, that should be our ship. I'm gonna change this a little bit like that. Yeah, that should be good. And enter to accept. We're gonna rename this C to enter this. The flight check. G to rename. G again to rename. Um, yeah. Space X Falcon, and then hit enter twice, and that should be good. Then just press accept once you're done with that. We're gonna go test this out at the Serpent test system. Just hover over, press X, and then jump there. And we are here, just like Sam said. Wait for a little bit, the enemies will show up. Allocate all of the energy into all of the right places, and then just attack them. we are done with all of our enemies. They were pretty high level for a Class A ship. This is the best I could do, but yeah, that is about it. Hope you enjoyed this part. If you want to see the B Clash build as well, stick around. I'm gonna cover that right after this. And please do hit that subscribe button if you liked what you see. It goes a long way to support the channel. Alright, now for the Class B build, we are gonna add different cargo entirely. We're gonna add two of the Galleon S204 like that, and then we're gonna add our grav drive first, the RD. Oh, that is after that. The RD 3000 is the best one. Add that. We're gonna add our reactors. Plus G. Let's go over to reactors. The best one is gonna be the Z Machine 4000, but the DC 303 should do a decent enough job as well. It's basically the same power generated, but the reactor health is where they differ. But having that extra hull is what the DC 303 is good at, so I'm just gonna go with that one here. There we go. And then we're gonna add our fuel tanks. Two of these should give us over 420 fuel capacity. Let's add our landing gear next. Go to gear. This is the one we're adding, the pinpoint 3G landing gear. Add the starboard 4 one there. We're gonna add the mid one there. Two of those like that. And then the aft one there. And then do that on both sides. Just duplicate it, flip it, and then add. That's easier than going into the menu. Oh, that's wrong one. Like that again. Yeah, just basically for all four. There we go. And we're gonna add our engines now. For Class B, there's basically only one option to go with. So we're just gonna go with that. There we go. The SAE engines are the only option here, so just go with those. There's again quite a few options, so depending on what your Starship design level is, you should add according to that. And then one more like that. And once that is done, all that's left is the shield, docker, and our weapons. So let's do that. Docker, shields. The best shield for Class B is gonna be the Warden SG 400. There is this as the competitor, but yeah, this has more shield overall, so I'm just gonna go with that. Our reactor, on the other hand, has 35 power to allocate, so yeah, that having a shield that takes 10 shouldn't be too much of an issue. We're gonna add our weapons here, but the first thing we need to add for that is the equipment plates on the body right there. um I am gonna go with the electron, sorry, the helion beams. That you could go with specialized weapons like rapid railguns, which deal only hull damage, and pulse lasers that deal only shield damage. Whatever you think you want to that, and one more on the other side. Oh, sorry, that's where they're supposed to be. We're gonna do the suppressors here and the the missiles on these places. The Sukisasu 33K is the best one in B class. I'm just gonna add like 3 of these. There we go. And one more there. And all that's left is to add the suppressors. The Supaku one is the best one in game for B class, so just add like two of those. If you don't really have that, there's the Fulminator 4000. You can add that as well, shouldn't really matter. There is quite a lot of difference in the electromagnetic damage, but then if you don't have an option, then there is no option, right? Um, Double click, press J to color this. I am gonna go with a gray shade like that, and then I'm gonna do the other two black like that, and press enter. We're gonna allocate our weapons and then rename the ship. The Supaku 600 will go in W2, which is G in your keyboard. W1 will be the Helion beam, which is left click, and W0 will be the Helion beam, which is your left click, and W1 will be your missile launcher, which is your right click. Once that is done, we've got quite a lot of mobility. Six crew. You could just replace these living quarters with something that actually, has a crew station like that, and that should increase your max crew capacity. But whatever you think you want to do. If you don't really have too many people, leave those passenger seats in, slots in, because that's gonna help us take any NPCs that are not on our crew out of the planet. Yeah, that is our ship. Let's rename it now. Space X Falcon. Here we go, and confirm twice. Accept. Make sure it's your home ship, and we can just go out to test it now. The place I like to go to is the Serpentis system. I usually always run into enemies there. Alright, we are here in the Serpentis system. Let's allocate all of the energy properly. Hopefully enemies will show up. Oh, yeah, they did. Alright, great. Well, these things are getting in the way, so I'm gonna shoot a few missiles at them and then just obliterate my enemy. As you could see, he was a level 32 but could not do anything against us. Hope you liked the video. Please do hit that subscribe button if you did, because it goes a long way to support our channel. There are going to be way more builds coming out as well, so do hit that subscribe button to get an hourly update on all of the uploads I'm going to be doing. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.